As technology advances, it's beginning to change how we consume everyday media.
And here with more on what that means for you is Corey Barker. He's an assistant professor of journalism at Bradley University. Corey, we know about this. We're obviously in journalism. You've been studying it extensively, and now you've got a book out, The Age of Netflix.
Yes.
That kind of delves into this. What is the core point that is really showcasing to people?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is that almost every month there's something brand new in the media industries that changes how media is produced, changes how media is consumed, changes how media is distributed, marketed, all those things. And I think the book focuses primarily on the film and television industry and how streaming video companies like Netflix have completely recalibrated the ways in which those things occur. But that happens across journalism, it happens across sports communication, it happens across all of these industries where every few months or so people are having to rethink of how they do this professionally and how we as consumers actually take in media.
So if you could paint the technology with a very broad stroke,
Yeah.
Is technology good or bad?
That's a really difficult and loaded question.
Yeah.
I would say technology is always neutral in a lot of ways, but it is built by people who obviously have very clear goals related to profit, related to getting as many people on those platforms or getting as many viewers as possible. And then the things that everybody does with those media and those technology create a lot of different complications. So obviously we consume television, we consume film, we read journalism, and some of that is very neutral and we just have a sort of basic experience with that. But then there obviously are also complicated representations in media. People respond to media in ways that create outcry on social media that can translate into more complicated and potentially even violent activity. But I think media and technology themselves are often neutral. It's kind of what we put into it and how we actually consume those things and think about how they impact our daily lives.
Mm-hmm. Justin, even hearing you talking about the intersectionality of so many different forms of sorts, you really can't talk about just TV anymore. With TV comes streaming, with streaming comes social media. Talk to us more about how those play a role.
Yeah, I think the way to study these things and the way to think about these things is that they are completely intersectional, completely converged, as we say kind of in the academic study of these things. You can't look at television without thinking about how it is going to be distributed onto a streaming platform, how it's going to be consumed on a phone or on a tablet as opposed to a traditional television screen. And that's been true for a long time, but I think now it's even more true because of the speed at which these things are happening and the ways at which traditional media, legacy media, television industry, film industry, the news industry broadly defined, have been sort of disrupted by technology. They are constantly sort of seeking new ways to get people to watch and actually pay for those things, or to read and actually pay for those things. And so a lot of that comes with experimentation and just trying to figure out what works for those individual industries. And it's a really fascinating time to study those things because a lot of what I look at are things that end up being failures or things that work for a little bit and then don't work. And it's just this constant evolution that makes for such an interesting topic.
All right, it is very interesting, and I wish we could pick your brain some more if we had more time, because this is interesting, obviously, to us. But we're going to share this interview on our website, ciproud.com. Just click on the Good Day Central Illinois tab.
Corey, thanks so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.